Hey. Hi, I can legally drink now. Ah, it's a good day for that. Did your Valve Index transaction go smoothly? I don't know. It's still transacting. I suspect that it shall. Kafira, thank you for the 5, but why? 5 gifted subs already today. Thank you very much. Oh, it's a new God damn it. How is it a new month already? That's why you did it. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay, that's going to be so much work we got to do. It's a new month. I can't even believe it. Goon Talks, another 5. Damn, 10 gifted subs. It's because we got to update the Hall of Fame. It's the first thing we got to do today. Oh my God. No, guys, stop. I can't keep track of it yet. I don't have any of the systems. No! I don't have any of my systems. Go away. Stop with this. Cease at once. You're gifting. God damn it. And don't gift Ojo a sub. What's wrong with you guys? You're just bringing suffering on yourselves unnecessarily. Ugh, God, I can't wait for this election shit to be over. I really can't. I don't know about you, man, but I am so sick of it. I get like 15 texts a day. Just vote for this guy. And it just goes on and on and on. Every single news source, Twitter, Facebook, everything. It will never be over. Fine, then just give me a civil war. I just want to die. I'd rather die than listen to it. This is like the Among Us meta for Twitch in real life. It's so obnoxious. It's literally just the same content, the same news content shit over and over again. It's the politics meta. I'm so over it, dude. Who did you vote for? I voted twice. In both cases, I wrote in Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who I think is uniquely qualified. It's the Hassan meta IRL. It is, dude. No, seriously. Okay, this is an insane amount of subs. You guys are out of this world. Thank you. I think we got 25 gifted subs today, which I don't deserve. Thank you. Anyway, so I got roped into this thing. I guess we're going to do election night coverage. Train wants to do it and some other of my friends, so I guess I'm stuck doing that shit. Not that I'd rather. I mean, I'd be in my office anyway because my personal life is like dog shit. So I'd be in my office anyway, but I'd be doing something else like playing Eve and watching TV. That's what I would be doing. But instead, I think we're running a long stream tonight and we're going to be doing election coverage. You're not going to get much from me on that end. I'll probably just kind of be a pretty face, but I do think we're going to be streaming long time today. Ojo's a plague spawn. He is. But you guys create him. If you want him to go away, you've got to stop gifting him subs because he doesn't have any money of his own. He's never going to sub on his own. He's literally given 0 to this stream. So if you guys want him to go away, you as a community have to do it. Did you hear back from God as an Astronaut about their music? I did, and I can use their music, which is really cool of them. Yeah, it was absolutely excellent. The Discord is a social experiment that teaches you guys that all of the best laid plans of mice and men get fucked up by one person that just wants to watch the world burn. All it takes is one person to gift him a sub, and then he exists again for another month. Your YouTube's blowing up? Yeah. You know you can say no to Train? Yeah, I say no to him all the time. YouTube's doing good, yes. Well, we set our goal to hit 100,000 subscribers by January, right? By 2021. It looks like we're going to do it. We're at 87.9K right now. If we keep kind of like this pace, we'll do it easily. But we need to have a couple more hits. I want to make a video about the Twitch ad situation because that's like laughably bad. Oh my god, it's so bad. The Twitch ad situation is a joke. And we have one more talk to do about DMCA too. And then like literally my last 5 videos have been DMCA. So I'm going to do one more, which is going to be on the live content, which is super spooky. And then after that, we're done with that. So we'll have to find some other stuff to do. I don't know what. Have you seen them claiming it was a bug? I mean, they said, here's what they said. They said us showing you more ads must be the function of you using ad blocker. Disable your ad blocker and it will work. That's literally what they said. That's literally what they said. Okay? That's literally like me saying, if I walk into a Starbucks and my fucking card doesn't scan, just give me all the money in your wallet and it will probably work. Just give me your credit card, it'll work. That is insane. Whereas, like, you would know if you were like a person that's consumed Twitch a little bit, or actually if you even have like a very basic knowledge of design, right? Which I would say I have a basic knowledge. I have a feeling that you having to constantly delete VODs on here will make your YouTube rocket up in views. I now just watch your YouTube vids if I just missed on a VOD on a subject I wanted to watch. Whereas before, I would have watched your Twitch and it doesn't benefit you. I think that's correct. I think that's correct. 30 minutes starting soon stream? What? Is this not good enough for you? This is my... Is my content not good enough for you? What do you... Listen, I know I need to switch screens to my webcam so that you can start jerking off. That's why he's impatient. Just give it a little while. I didn't even time him out. Kafira did. No Nut November is the stupidest concept ever. Y'all thinking you're gonna fucking levitate because you don't jerk off for a month. It's just the dumbest thing. Oh my god, I can't even deal. I fucking lost No Nut November on 12:03 a.m. on November 1st. Just so you know. I timed it. I once went 7 months without nutting. Did you learn a spell? Did you cast spells? It was terrible and I busted in 5 seconds. Not definitely not worth. Yeah, it sounds awful. You get level 3 spell slots if you complete No Nut November. That's what they tell you. Are you trying to destroy Dick December? That's every month for me. FAP every time you get an ad on Twitch. You have to go to the hospital in like 30 minutes. No, if we learned anything from the Puritans and the Quakers is that sexual repression isn't good. Causes people to start crucifying people and shit. Yeah, it's just not good, man. I am covering. I don't know if covering the election is like. I don't know if covering the election is something that we're doing. I'm going to be on a Discord call with my friends and play video games and talk about. I don't know, dude. Like, I'm thinking that this election is probably going to be pretty close, like to over tonight. Sorry, not like pretty. It just looks like it's a fucking landslide in Biden's favor, right? And like like Vegas odds have Biden 225 to 1. So I think what I'm hoping is that we just can like it's just over and then we go to bed. Remain neutral. I am neutral. I'm just saying Biden is I'm telling you purely by the statistics. It's very very obvious that Biden's going to win. It may not happen. I mean there's a chance that he can't, but it's extremely obvious. Right? We can just look. Let's look. Literally by every metric right now. Let us see. Electoral and normal. So right now, Trump winning the popular vote is 3 in 100. Biden is 97 in 100. Trump winning 50% of the popular vote is 1 in 100. Biden losing the electoral college is 8 in 100. So it could still happen, but it's so unbelievably unlikely. Yeah, to be very clear, I'm neutral. Like, I'm not telling you that Biden's gonna win and like that's like fucking awesome for me. I'm just telling you what the stats are. I'd be reporting the stats exactly the same if it was in Trump's favor. Aren't these just odds? I kind of remember when Hillary was destined to win then lost. Hillary's spread at this time was 4 points. Biden's is 12 points. It's a completely different situation. This is a nonpartisan website that is pretty widely considered to be like the best way to track like what's going on. I don't care who you vote for. I just want you to vote. That's it. I think it's really important if you're an American to be so actually I guess I'm actually of a kind of a weird opinion here. Um People just seem to think that statisticians haven't updated their models at all from 4 years ago. Yeah, or even if you use the same models though. Even if you use the same models, it would be it's blatantly in Biden's favor. And you can take that as like a partisan issue. You can take issue with that, but that's just what it is. It's like that's what the stats are. But yeah, stats adjust as well. The model from 4 years ago wasn't wrong. People just think greater than 50. Yeah, yeah, because like there's still a chance that Trump could win, right? Like it's very in the favor of Biden right now. Like an eight. So if your doctor told you you had a 10% chance to die, right? You would feel really bad if you didn't understand statistics and realize you have a 90% chance to live. That's the thing, right? And like the problem is people don't understand statistics. This just points out that it's very likely that Biden is going to win. Doesn't guarantee it though. Um, like the chance that Biden loses the popular vote based on data that we have right now is unbelievably in Biden's favor. Watching Hassan scream into the chat void is entertaining. This is Hassan's like peak career. This is it, right? Like this is it, man. This is it. You're biased. How much did Texas Instruments pay you to shield graphing calculators? Time that out. He can't know. You can't know. Yeah, dude, this is what's Hassan too? Like 130? He'll hit 250K by actual polls, I think. And then I think our show is gonna do pretty well too. We're gonna have some big he's at 140 right now. And all he's doing right now is just yelling. I don't even know what he's talking like he's yelling about. So it's interesting too, right? Like nobody can watch the coverage live, right? Because we're DMCA'd to shit. So he can watch clips on YouTube and he can watch like Twitter stuff and talk about it. It's kind of interesting how he's covering the content. What I would do if I was him is I'd pull up a live map of the election as soon as polls close. And he's not watching CNN live. He is not doing that, Rave. If he was doing that, he would be dunzo. He's watching clips. If he's watching live TV, he's a fucking crazy person. No, you absolutely can't. That's an insane thing to do. No way he should be doing that if that's true. This is CBS Live, right? He leaves it up for a little while, but the smart thing to do is you just have a live election map. CBS Live via Twitter. Yeah, he's watching YouTube clips. I've seen him do it. So like we can use there's a lot of different election maps. Most of them are probably just pulling the Associated Press. So we can just like I said for Trainwrecks' show, we should just watch this as it updates, and then maybe pull like clips from chat or something. just to be very clear, and so people can defend me later when people come in and say, "Oh my God, you're a Biden shill or whatever." Dude, here is my vested interest in the election. Ready? I want it to be fucking over. That's it. I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of getting texts. I'm sick of getting fucking emails. I'm sick of getting signs. That's it. I just want it to be over. I don't give a fuck. I run a business. Okay, I'm into. I'm basically. I don't give a fuck who sits in the White House as long as we don't have a fucking nuclear war. I'm gonna make money, so I don't care. I literally don't care. The only and as for you, the only thing I will say is that you should vote. You should vote based. You should vote. That's it, right? Based on you should take the time to do what you can to become an informed electorate, and that's one of the most important things you can do. Because here's the thing: a lot of people sleep on this. The federal election actually doesn't really fucking matter to you as an individual. The likelihood that you as an individual are going to change it, it doesn't matter that much. But voting on propositions in your state, your governors, your justices, that's actually really important. And that's where you make a really big difference. So it's way more important for you to talk for you to actually fill out your entire ballot and vote for shit that is within your state, your city council, your representatives, because your local government, number one, they have a lot more influence over you. That's where you live. But number two, you have a lot more influence over what happens there because far less people vote. So a lot of people like it's a big deal this federal election, but I think it's way more important who sits in the Senate and the House than who's the actual president. And I also think it's more important on a local level that people vote than it is who wins the presidency. So I care about people voting. That's what I care about. And I think that comes down to policy. Like you vote based on people who have policies that you agree with, Republican or Democrat. Do you think political participation will be up among the young adults of this election? Without a doubt. Michael Reeves and Lily Pichu tweeted that they voted, so definitely the young kids are voting. We'll probably see more young kids voting than ever before, I think, in any other election. The electorate is disengaged when the president isn't even at the top of the ticket, and that's the problem. Local and state elections have a far bigger impact on your day-to-day life. Yep. That's why, like, I don't know. I feel like most of the people that are telling you to vote are like people that know that the people that are gonna vote are for Joe Biden. Like, you know those celebrities that are like, get out there and vote. It's like they're very obviously left leaning. And I'm just telling you, like, I actually genuinely don't care who you vote for. I think you should make an informed decision based on whatever your opinions of policy is. If you want to write in Dwayne the Rock Johnson for every candidate, that is your right as an American citizen. Um, what's more important to me is that you take the time to become informed on a state and on a state level. I think that's really important. Yeah, you want to write in fucking Devin Nash, dude? Go for it. It's interesting because I basically voted twice. I like in the sense that I helped my girlfriend make informed decisions on in California and helped her with her ballot, and then I voted myself in Washington. And it's really interesting how different the issues are. Like in Washington, all the issues are on police reform. Like everything is police reform. In California, everything is how the fuck are we gonna pay for this shit? We're broke. And also some kind of stuff like incarceration issues, like things like that. Yeah, housing was a big one in California. We're broken. We're on fire. What the fuck do we do? Z Cubic, thank you for the 10, top of this month. How do you feel about voting for third parties? Do you think that breaking up the two-party system is worth it? I don't think that unless there's a concentrated effort from a strong candidate, you shouldn't vote for a third party because you're just throwing away your vote. So if there's a strong push for a candidate and we think they're going to get more 5% or more of the electorate and establish a third party, we should absolutely go for it. But 2020 is not the year to do that. 2020 is the year to vote Biden or Trump, depending on whoever you believe should win. Do you tell people who you vote for? Um, I don't vote along party lines. I vote based on I vote based on policies that I agree with and I go back and forth. I can vote Republican or Democrat. Like I said, I think that local and state elections are more important than federal ones. For federal, the current going theory is that Devin wrote in Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson for president for both ballots. You're an independent? No, I'm not anything. I just look at the candidate. I research their policies and what they want to do, and if I agree with it, I vote for them. And if I don't, I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in anything. I'm just a guy that votes. I wrote in Devin Nash. Good choice. This website is called 538. It's one of the. It's a nonpartisan website that looks at the likelihood that certain outcomes are going to happen as a result of an election. How is writing in Devin Nash okay, but voting for a third party isn't? I'm joking. You're throwing away your vote. Yeah, obviously. I already said my official position. Don't try to do this like, I got you thing. Don't be a gotcha, Gary. My official position was already very clear, which is that you should vote for Trump or Biden depending on what you believe, because in this election in 2020, throwing away your vote is not a good idea. But I also said that I don't think that the federal vote really matters that much. I love that gotcha Gary stuck. It did stick, dude. Are you gonna follow the Joe Rogan companion? Oh, you're right. We could watch the Joe Rogan coverage of it, can't we? When does that start? Because that's not gonna get DMCA'd. That's really smart. I didn't even think of that. I know they're doing something live. It's probably in like an hour or so. Isn't that gonna have Alex Jones on it? That's gonna be a fucking wild ride, dude. Holy shit. That's gonna be a wild ride. We'll watch a little bit of that. I think Alex Jones is starting. I think Alex Jones is stopping by, is what Joe said. He's not part of the main crew, but he's apparently stopping by. Maybe that means he invited himself. How are you not going to get DMCA'd since Joe Rogan can send you a DMCA request? Because Joe Rogan doesn't give a shit about DMCA. Are you going to join Train? Yes, I will join Train, at least for a while. Dude, we need to on this stream, we're gonna watch the Joe Rogan coverage. That's gonna be the best content, dude. Fuck whatever Hassan and fucking all them are doing. I'm telling you right now, you haven't seen anything until you see Alex Jones fucking get so high that he's talking about fifth dimensional vampires eating fucking democratic babies, dude. That's what we gotta do. That's the best content by far. Hassan might have more viewers, but it's gonna be the best show over here. That's gonna be great. That's fucking funny. Once this is over, we can get back to our lives about yelling about Twitch. Are you switching to trains? Or are you gonna keep? I'll join train in a bit. I'm not doing that right now. Do you think individual streamers could get something like similar to radio broadcasting rights for music? Not on their own. They just have to use the resources that are available for that. I was actually stressed because I was playing to watch Jerry. Oh, don't be stressed about that. I mean, we'll be doing a lot of things tonight. We'll probably be bouncing around to for some friend streams at least for a while, and uh, we might if there's like here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that this shit is over fast, which it looks like by every means it will be. I think we'll probably see a Biden. My prediction, which is not my prediction, it's just I'm going off of what's statistically likely to happen is we'll see a Biden win inside of the next 4 hours. And if that happens, then I'm finally fucking free. And we don't have to talk about this anymore. We'll get back to doing real important shit tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping happens. The nightmare scenario is that it's actually really, really close. And then we have we talk about this for the next month. And it's fucking Hassan Abi meta every day. Shout out to Geekin who's been busting his ass trying to help with the DMCA stuff. Yeah, he's that man is single-handedly saving Twitch right now. I think we'll know by 8 or 9 or 10 p.m. PST. Yeah, it's like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. PST. Should be right. If Florida goes Biden, it's over. If it doesn't, we go late. Yep, I think that's right. I think that's right. There's a couple others. Actually, I know you can go look at the states that are interesting. I know Nevada and Texas are like interesting states as well. Um, I gotta find out where that is. There should be some interesting. Yeah, these states right now are the ones that are going to be interesting. These are really close. So once these start reporting in, we'll know. I'm probably going to be using so for me personally, I'm going to use 538 and the Associated Press. That's what I'm going to use. I think those are the most reliable nonpartisan sources. Because if I sit on left wing media, I'm just going to hear that Biden's winning, and if I sit on right wing media, I'm just going to hear that Trump's winning. So, as much as possible, I just want to look at something that's nonpartisan. That's probably what we're going to be doing. And then, of course, we need the interdimensional vampire eating babies take and senators worshiping owl gods take. So that's going to be the Alex Jones coverage. Thanks for everything you do. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. German viewer here. Can we get to cool Devin Nash and skip the election? No, come back tomorrow. Seriously, actually, come back tomorrow. I don't like that comment. This is probably the most important day in the history of America right now. And also, it will be relevant to you as a German because nuclear fallout can pass through country barriers. So I would be very concerned if I were you. Just because you have Merkel doesn't mean that that you're safe. This whether I don't this like don't do that European thing where it's like, oh, this doesn't matter to me because I'm in Europe. It absolutely does matter to you. The United States is the most powerful country on earth, maybe second to China. This impacts the entire world, for better or worse. Probably for worse. I think you could be as good as Hassan, and I understand you have no interest in making it full time though. Probably not. Probably not. All right. Sorry, I just don't want to deal with the like I don't care about U.S. politics type thing. Is my mic? Oh, my mic is kind of low, isn't it? Yeah, one sec. That's actually weird. Shouldn't be. Let me up the gain a bit. Okay. Let's see. I think I need to fuck with it. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Oh my god. I need to fuck with it a bit. Devin can't tolerate as many stupid people as Hassan can. Yeah, that's true. Election means nothing because it's all rigged by the aliens and already decided by which lizard person will be the figurehead. Yeah, but we need to find out which one the aliens chose. That's why we're here. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing any like, oh, like go do Twitch stuff. The like, so I think people got to keep in mind. I stream because I stream what I choose to cover. I'm not like the reason I timed that guy out. I don't owe you anything, right? And you don't owe me anything. That's our relationship here, right? For a full time streamer, like they're asking for your subs or asking whatever. I don't give a fuck what you do. I stream stuff that I think is going to be impactful to the world and make a difference. That's why I'm here. So if I think that covering the election is something that's really important to the world, then I'll do it because I think it's impactful. And if you don't like it, you can suck me or not watch. Doesn't matter. Because I don't care if I have 40 viewers or 40,000. I legitimately am not bound to Twitch at all because I have a job. I literally don't give a shit. Don't come in here and tell me what kind of content I should stream. I'm not sitting here saying that like and also especially when I'm not sitting here like god damn it more people should vote for Trump or you must vote for Joe Biden. Like I'm not even saying I'm just covering something that is really really important to the future of the world, I think. What's the political orientation of your viewership? It would be statistically left, right? Because Twitch is left. Your content is very good regardless on the topic. Yeah, I think this falls into like my job is to give you the most non-biased, informed, objective take, right? I've said before that I got inspired to do that after John died, and I wanted to be that guy for the industry. That's why I'm here. This affects the gaming industry, so we're here. You have any clue on what states that will show who wins? Yeah, it'll be these states. I could tell you exactly who's gonna win, or what states we should be paying attention to. It'll be these states for the most part. with Florida probably being the most important. We shall see. Nevada's actually important, which is crazy. This is the first year I'm not voting in Nevada. These ones, these toss-up states where people don't know, this one's really big. And this matters for electoral votes, right? But the chance that Trump wins the electoral college is 8% right now. It honestly looks like a Biden blowout, like 100%. It like funny enough, maybe the most damning thing isn't even these like really, really nonpartisan, well-researched websites. It's that Vegas has Biden at 225. And the House always wins. That's like that's like the most telling thing, dude. Is that Vegas has it. Have you seen people boarding up businesses in Seattle? Yes, yeah. New York did that. LA did that. Dude, it's scary for sure. Because honestly, like, this sounds fucking crazy. It really does sound fucking crazy. But, and I'm not even saying this is like gonna happen or whatever, but right now, America has the highest chance of a like violent revolt type situation that we've ever had since the Civil War. And I think that everybody could agree on that, right? Like that like right now we're the most divided that we've been ever. And that's pretty fucking nuts. Which side revolts? I don't think that there is. I don't think there are. Everyone thinks like, okay, this is like what's so weird about this. Okay, y'all think that everyone's gonna show up on a big grassy field. There's gonna be a side wearing red shirts and there's gonna be a side wearing blue shirts, and then they're just gonna fight each other like fucking Vikings or some shit. But it's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be groups of people protesting, breaking shit, walking around like breaking fucking businesses and shit. The people that suffer from this are the small businesses and the residential areas. It's the people that suffer. It's not like this fucking Mel Gibson movie where like these two sides just fucking fight or something. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be civil unrest to a great degree. Y'all know when like like in Europe when a soccer team loses and people just tear shit up, it'll be like that, except like times 500. And the only question is how bad it will be. What like people will fucking just that's why okay, so like right now who's taking precautions? It's the small businesses. That's why they're boarding shit up. And like I don't know, man. I feel like it's hard because you can't predict who you're going to come across. Like I need to wear like two shirts and one shirt's like Biden 2020 and somebody comes up and they it's like a whole crowd of like raving Trump supporters and they're like, "What the fuck, you vote for Biden?" And then I'm like, "No, bro." And I take off my shirt and then it's a Trump 2020. And like that's the only way that I can protect myself. Or vice versa, like whatever. I wear just two shirts and then I just take one off for whatever group I think is going to kill me. Because like you just never know, dude. Yeah. Are you going to be in your office until tonight? Everything okay in your neighborhood? Yeah, I live in fucking Redmond. Nothing's going to happen here. Downtown Seattle is going to be a shit show. It's going to be on fire. Redmond's already diverted all of its police to downtown Seattle. That's how bad that's how bad it is. Washington will be really bad. You do not want to be in Seattle right now. Redmond's great. There's gonna be like one angry guy holding his sign. He's gonna be like, "Rah, God damn it!" It's gonna be one dude. Like the BLM movement, as big as it got in Seattle, never even got here. That's the no, unironically though, dude. That'd be so funny, but that's like what it's gonna be. Okay, so like if somebody comes up to me and is like, "Who did you vote for in the election?" It's like all people with like American flags and it all says Trump. I'll just pull out my fucking Trump 2020 cat and I'll be like, "God damn, brother!" And then if like a bunch of like people come up and they have Amazon and Google shirts on and they fucking like and they come up and they're like, "Who did you vote for?" I'll be like, "Biden 2020, amazing, yes, oh I love it." Like, dude, I'll do it no matter what. Like, I'm gonna switch sides, man. I'm the guy that was living in Jerusalem during the Crusades, and it's like, okay, now we've just taken this over in the name of Salahuddin, and I'll be like, God bless Allah. And then fucking Christians come in, take it over, and I'll be like, God is good. Bless Yahweh. I'll just, whatever the fuck, dude. I just want to live. I don't care. I have no allegiances. I don't give a fuck. I will wear 2 hats. I got my MAGA hat and God bless Allah, Devin Nash 2020. Lawful evil, exactly. I never got an email about making infographics. I don't know how to reach you. So you have to like send me an email to remind me. It's hard. I want to recruit you, but like, I lose track of things 'cause I have so much to do. Oh, is this the GIF I'm thinking of the guy that is wearing the esports shirt and changes it? Yes, dude. Oh my God. I love this GIF. This is exactly who I am. 100%. Oh my God. I love this. Exactly. That's an old ass CLG shirt, dude. That's so funny. That's amazing. Yeah, this was back when CLG actually won games. But I basically think that the best outcome of this election tonight is like some things burn down, people are mad, and then they just go home, and then things go back to normal. That's literally the best outcome. Worst outcome is like cities literally flip over, police get overwhelmed. I have to punch a grandma for some flour. What do you think Hassan's viewership will peak at tonight? 250 is my guess. My informed guess. That's what I think. We're at 159 right now. I think we can go up another 100K. I think the train group hits 20K. And because we have Destiny coming on and a couple other people. It depends since Hassan won't be on a panel with Destiny. Hassan has no benefit to join anyone else's stream. Hassan can get 250K just literally sitting here alone. I'll go on chain stream in a bit. There's literally nothing to talk about right now. He was asking if there was something live that he wants to watch like TV live. And I told him I think he's shit out of luck. Pretty sure that's right. Yeah, there's no reason for Hassan. All that Hassan needs to do is um watch clips and just hang out. Dude, Soda's playing Stone Shard. This game's cool. Meanwhile, Soda can get 18,000 people on election night just streaming some random ass game. Fucking crazy. Or Tyler Watkins get 40K just streaming fucking League of Legends. Unreal. Fox just called Virginia and Vermont for Biden. Really? Where are you seeing this? If you guys want to start linking clips and stuff. Hi, I'm here from YouTube. Oh, thank you. The league viewers are too young to vote. Yeah. We're most likely, it's looking like we're probably not going to be able to cover any of this stuff on Twitch today. I think we'll just be covering election night tonight. Vermont is Biden over the Associated Press. Where are you seeing this? Start posting links. Oh, here we go. This is New York Times. They called Kentucky red, 50 to 47. It begins. It begins. I've been watching your stuff on YouTube ever since. Oh, thanks, man. Trump just called Kentucky. Projections still, I think. I'm not sure what percentage of the vote this is. When is the election? So the election is on. It's not a dumb question. There are no dumb questions. Well, there are dumb questions, but your question wasn't dumb. So basically, let me explain what's happening in America for people that are not in America. For the next 4 hours, we are going to be getting. So the way that America works is that every one of these states has to vote, and the most amount of states win. Now there's going to be a bunch of people that are like, that's not how it actually works. Like, there's a bunch of complicated shit for the purposes of like, if you live in like literally like some other universe, like this is how it works. So generally speaking, more states that elect, like more states voting a certain way are going to result in whoever wins for president. For the next 4 hours, we're going to find out which states went where. So when that is over, we'll be if it's close, we won't know who won because there will still be a lot of votes to count. But if it's not close, then we'll have a pretty good idea by the end of the night of who won. It could take, if it's close, if it's a really close election, it could actually take like a month to know who won. But all stats are pointing to that not happening. And it seems like right now that it's going to be a Biden blowout by every single metric. That is probably what's going to happen. Yo, Kings, thank you very, very much for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that. I got to update our thing. Thank you, Kings. Appreciate you. Damn, dude, that's like 40 subs tonight. I appreciate you guys buying me dinner tonight because I'm not going to be able to cook. So I have to order something to the office. So thank you very much for buying me dinner. Raxif, thank you for the 5. Appreciate it. What are your opinions on the Electoral College versus popular vote? I don't think it matters in this election. Trump has less than an 8% chance to win the Electoral College. People keep comparing this to 2016, and those are really uninformed people. This is a completely different situation. Google has live results via AP. Can you link it? I think this is pretty live too, but I'm not sure if it's biased or not because it's New York Times. Sorry if I sound dumb, but are they going to debate each other while these votes happen? No, the debate is over. We're waiting for the news to report. Yeah, Trump has an 8% chance right now, or a little bit less, to win the Electoral College. I mean, he still can. And he has less than a 1% chance to win the popular vote. So the total USA vote numbers don't matter, just states added up. They matter, but they just don't matter as much as other things. If we had to get into how the Electoral College works, it's really annoying to explain. But basically, there's a group of representatives that. So the idea is, not all of these states are as populated as other states. Some states have more people in them than others. So the idea of the Electoral College is to give states that don't have a high population. This is the idea of it, not necessarily the execution of it. The idea of it is to give states that do not have high populations the ability to have equal weight as states that do have higher populations. So there are situations where just because someone wins the popular vote doesn't mean they become president. And that happened with Hillary, right? Can we get like something that's not for ants here? So America has this like really crazy system where you can literally win the popular vote by a lot, but you will actually lose the vote. Trump might try to expose the voting system and how we don't really count votes anymore and try to make them prove it. If it's a 12-point spread, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because there's no way you could say that there's enough like illegal votes or whatever to actually make it happen. Like the spread that's being predicted right now is 4 times the spread that Hillary had. There's no way that if the spread is that high that we're gonna be in a situation where that matters. If it's close, that matters a lot. Pardon my ignorance as a non-US person, isn't that undemocratic? It depends on what your definition of undemocratic is. America is not a democracy in so much as it is a republic. Like the thing about America is the original. This gets into some pretty crazy shit, but I guess we're not doing anything right now, so we can talk about it. Um, so here's to understand. Okay, so the United States started off as the whole idea of it, and like Jefferson said that basically okay, so let's start off with like, God, it's so fucking hard to explain this, but okay, let's look at like why the Electoral College exists. The Electoral College literally was created because politicians, even at the time of the original formation of America, did not trust the normal constituents, that's you and me, to vote. The idea was that we were not informed enough to make decisions on policy. So we had to get representatives on a state level that were presumably informed enough to make those decisions. Okay? So America doesn't operate on the pretense that the majority vote decides the winner, which you may argue that it should. What it argues on is that the most amount of informed people decide that this decision is correct. So in 2016, Hillary won the popular vote. That's it. More people voted for Hillary than voted for Donald Trump. However, the Electoral College decided that Trump should win, and so he did. So there are systems in place that will usurp a true democratic vote in America, And the justification for that is that voters aren't informed enough to make their voters are informed enough to have opinions. So you may disagree or agree with that. I'm just telling you what it is. Right. So why do people say your vote counts? Um, because your vote can still influence the electorate, and so here's the thing, and this is the thing that I'm trying to explain to a lot of people, and maybe we need to we'll cam up for this. Because if you take one thing away from this, this is like the most important thing, okay? It's that right now, your vote federally as an individual has never really mattered. It matters a very, very, very small amount. Your vote individually for the president of the United States doesn't matter that much. Where your vote does matter is on issues of state and local governance, which is going to influence you more and is going to make a bigger difference in the grand scheme of things. That's where your shit actually matters. People should be informing themselves and voting on a local level. And that's what really matters. You should be voting, and you shouldn't be voting across party lines on a local level. You should be voting for policies you agree with, propositions your state is introducing. For example, like the decisions that get made in this election will affect Washington to a great degree, based on the propositions that are in, and that is what you have to focus on. Media talks a lot about the federal election as being the thing. It's Donald Trump versus Joe Biden, but government is so much more in a country of 350 million people than two individuals. These are two 75-year-old men like running for a title versus the Senate and the House and your local government, your governor, your state. These are things that matter way more. The presidency in the shadow of those things doesn't really matter. So when people tell you to go vote, what they should be saying is the importance of you voting is on a to create the democracy is done on a state and local level. The federal vote is not a democracy. Which your vote, like who you write in for president of the United States matters very little. I could have wrote in Dwayne The Rock Johnson because I think he's uniquely qualified. Doesn't really make a difference. Washington is going to vote blue no matter what. So it doesn't make a difference if I vote Biden or not. Now there's like a macro idea that says that, well, if nobody votes, then the states don't, then it doesn't work, right? But obviously, like, if you're in a battleground state like Florida or Iowa, for example, then your vote federally matters a little more, a little more. But if you're in a state like Washington, which is just 100% going to vote blue, right? All the Amazon employees are just going to go vote Biden. That's all there is to it. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Voting also gets you signed up for jury duty. Kinda. If they want you for jury duty, they'll get you no matter what. And it's really easy to get out of jury duty. It's super easy to get out of jury duty. Do some states count more than others? Yes, states count more than others because they're battleground states that we don't know who's going to win, and also because their electorate counts a lot. So there are some states right now that are up in the air. That basically, when those states are decided, we will know who won, more or less. I'm trying to figure out where those are. These are what are called battleground states. So watching who wins these is going to be really important, particularly Florida. And once we see Florida report in live, then we'll most likely know who wins the election, more or less. So how do I blow this up? Like this is, I want to like make this bigger. It's like this tiny section. Can I full screen this? Fuck. No, I don't want to zoom it in. I just want to make it more. I want to like. Oh my god. Use NY Times. NY Times isn't updating live. Like, or it sort of is, but I guess Google colored it blue. Oh my god, now it's red! Donald Trump wins the race. Yeah, if Trump wins Florida, it's over. Click the link up top. Where? Is this it? Try the hamburger. Okay, let's try the hamburger. Nope. Oh, it's back. Joe Biden wins. Oh, okay. Is this Associated Press? Yeah, this is it, right? Why do people get pissed when someone says they don't vote for the presidential election? Is the accuser an informant informed about the system? Very few people, even the ones that vote, take the time to be informed about the system. Um, People are upset if you don't vote in the presidential election because they feel like you're not you're allowing other people to basically determine your fate. Even though, yeah, it doesn't ultimately matter. The amount of time that it takes for me to say something like, for me to explain what I just explained, which is like, I can write Dwayne the Rock Johnson in for president, and then I can vote locally and at a local level as an informed voter, and I will make a way bigger difference. But like, it takes a long time for me to explain that. Kindred Twitch, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate that. Most people that try to be informed just watch the debates. Yeah, you just have to understand how the system works. Devin keeps saying he voted for The Rock, and that I'm starting to think that he really did. Dude, The Rock is great. Kentucky's blue now. Understanding politics is hard. Yeah, it's difficult, but it's very important to do. I think that The Rock is infinitely more qualified to be president of the United States than both of these people combined. That is an actual true statement. I don't care if you hate me. Whether you're voting for you guys, whether you voted for Biden or whether you voted for Trump, you're both wrong. Because The Rock would literally have been more qualified than either of these people. First of all, he can curl a helicopter, as we saw in Fast and the Furious 6 with Jason Statham. Anyone that can curl a helicopter can absolutely handle as commander in chief of the United States military. Okay. Second of all, he has a $1 million gym that follows him around everywhere that he works out in. Okay. Third of all, he is extremely charismatic, and his signature move is literally called the people's elbow. And who should the president of the United States represent? The people. And he has the people's elbow. So this is not a contestable race. The real person that should be winning this is The Rock. So yes, I wrote The Rock in for president. Everyone, and like, what? You want to talk about foreign policy? Oh, we got to deal with Vladimir Putin? Okay. All right. Well, what are you doing? You're tampering with our election. You're hacking our systems. You're fucking up our utilities. You're threatening us. What's The Rock do? Good douche, dude. Bam. That's it. Shut him down. North Korea, done. Kim Jong-un takes one look at The Rock. Fuck that. Sorry. I didn't mean it. We'll disable our nuclear program. I don't want to. I'm really sorry, okay? That's it. Easy. The sheer physical presence of The Rock would solve foreign policy and domestic. Infrastructure, you got problems with your roads, you got problems with your bridges. The Rock just builds them himself. He can just build a bridge. He lifts the steel plates, he hammers them in. You got your bridge. Potholes in California, he fills them in, lifts the cement. Dunzo. Easy. This is no contest. We are voting for the wrong people. Voting for a bunch of 78-year-old men, 75-year-old men. They cannot curl a helicopter. If you cannot curl a helicopter, you cannot be president of this great nation. Are we truly free? If we don't have a president that can curl a helicopter or lift a tank Definitely not. Did you listen to the Rock's Instagram post? The Rock is his own secret service. Also true. Yeah, all these people, they need fucking cars of people with suits and guns. The Rock doesn't need any security. He just walks around. He's Black Adam. If you shoot a bullet at him, it just bounces off. We save millions of dollars every year on private security for the President of the United States. This is a foregone conclusion. Joe winning Florida with over 50% of the votes counted. That's big. That's big. Yeah, that's big. That's big. The Rock protects the Secret Service. Oh my god. Yep, this is gonna be a short race if Biden wins Florida. That's it. We're free to go. I can go get dinner. I can go hang out. Well, I don't really go anywhere. I live at my office now. So because my personal life is in shambles, but hi from Austria. It's really interesting how it all works because it seems like the international impact of the USA presence is bigger in the States, isn't it? Let me read your question. The international impact of USA president is bigger than in states. The international impact of the president, unfortunately, is very important. The U.S. controls a lot of international policy, and whoever wins the election will be relevant across even to you in Austria. Um, Up. Achoo! Woo! The Rock will find a cure for COVID. What? The Rock is the cure for COVID, dude. The Rock, dude. He sees COVID. COVID sees The Rock and goes, "Fuck that. That guy's jacked. I'm not gonna fuck with that." Those little spiky proteins, whatever, they just bounce off his skin. He just looks at COVID and America, and it leaves, goes to another country. You don't want to fight that. How much fish oil is too much fish oil? Well, it depends on. It always depends. If you're asking me nutrition questions, it always depends. I think in terms of grams, generally speaking, 2 to 3 grams, 1 gram, 1 to 2 grams is standard per day. Um, it depends what you're doing, and like your independent situation. Get a blood test. When I did nutrition counseling, I always had people do blood tests. What do you recommend as a good office chair? Um, Herman Miller, anything. Literally Herman Miller, anything. Thank you. Yes. All right. So over 50% in Biden winning Florida. That's big. I'm telling you, dude. The stats. I'm telling you. My prediction, because this is the statistical prediction of people that are way smarter than me. Biden wins in a landslide. Devin Nash is always right. Nostradamus is what they call me. Do you think U.S. territory should have a right to vote? I don't know enough to be informed on that decision. To be truthfully, I don't know. I literally don't know. Thank you for having IMO the most valuable content on Twitch. Well, shit, I don't deserve that, but thank you. Do you hate all anime? No, I watch a lot of anime. Puerto Rico voted for statehood. Puerto Rico should probably be able to vote. Just because I sound cool when I say Puerto Rico. That's why I want them to vote. I sound very cultured. Hi, I saw you in Ludwig's content and thought you were sick. No, I'm feeling good. I haven't been sick in a long time. Joe Rogan tweeted. What did he say? Train is mad because you're not on call yet. Why? What are we even talking? All right, fucking hang on. I have nothing to add to this.
It was on the state.
What? What do you want?
What do you want? Are you gonna be in here or no?
Yeah, it hasn't started yet, right? I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
it has.
How are you?
Oh, good. It has started.
Really?
I just don't know. Yeah, what can we actually watch?
You can't. Here's your choices, okay?
Okay.
You can watch the live updated map that's going on, which I will link you now.
Okay.
You can watch clips on YouTube or clips that people send you from various places like CBS, CNN, etc. As long as we don't focus on one live stream. And we can look at the live updated results on Google. And as a bonus meme, we can look at the Joe Rogan show when it starts if we want, because they're doing election night, and that'll be cool with like interdimensional vampires and shit like that, because Alex Jones is going to stop by.
Here is a so this is a everybody's trying to pick like which states they think are the most important so that they can narrow the focus on what to watch on, right? Just like in casting an esports game, you want to tell a story. So for the New York Times, they have these are the 3 states. They believe that if Joe Biden wins one of these 3 states, he's got a very, very, very high chance of winning, and that Trump needs to win all 3 of these in order to be considered competitive. But then it could also make it days until we know who's going to win because of how long it'll take to count.
I think it's just Florida, right? Like if Biden wins Florida, it's kind of over.
Well, so Florida is like Trump has to win Florida to begin to be competitive. If Trump loses Florida, he's like 0.001. Yeah, but he can still win Florida and still horribly lose depending on a whole bunch of other outcomes.
Yeah. Okay.
Steven, if Trump wins, are you never going to trust polls again?
I don't know. It's all going to depend on where he wins and what's going on in different places.
Well,
like it's not inconceivable that Trump wins. So 538 is what most people consider the best metric.
That's what I'm
Still
using.
gives Trump a 10% chance to win, which isn't 0%, right? In 2016, they gave Trump a 30% chance to win, which is very far from 0% chance. So it's not impossible that Trump wins. Biden should win, but it's going to depend on like what states vote in which ways. Like it's
It's not even. Yeah, it's just. People don't understand stats. Like right now, Biden losing the electoral college is 8 in 100, but that's still 8 in 100. There's an 8% chance that Trump could win the electoral college. There you have it.
Hello.
And Asmongold said it like really smart when he talks about like drops or whatever, right? Like if you're farming something and a drop is 8 out of 100, that's a really easy drop to get.
Exactly.
Like, in any game, like that's a good drop, right?
What's up, X?
So, dude, I was all excited. I thought it was gonna be simple, and there was gonna be like all the results like kick in, bang, bang, bang. But I think isn't like really delayed and really slow and like takes hours and hours.
Yeah, it's gonna be hella boring. But that's why we're here.
I was hoping there was a live thing we could watch, but I guess not.
I mean, it's the same as every election. You can watch CNN or C-SPAN or whatever, but you just run the risk of getting DMCA'd.
Yeah.
I don't think CSN's doing anything, are they?
Or I don't look because I don't want to get DMCA'd.
Careful with those channels though, X, just in case.
Yeah, as long as you do like small segments, I think you're fine, right?
Yep, small segments or clips or things like that. But if we watch a live stream, we're gonna get super DMCA'd for sure.
So if you switch between the news channels, you're good?
I think if you watch a live stream at all, I wouldn't do it. I'd watch clips from them or stuff that gets posted on YouTube or Twitter clips, like short, like 2 to 5 minute segments. That's what Hassan's doing.
Yeah, just skimming through it and just rotating through all the broadcasts and whatnot.
Yeah, otherwise it's just too spooky.
Imagine there not being like a free news thing that we could, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, why does that not exist? I don't get it. Is there a reason why that doesn't exist?
capitalism.
Well, it's free to watch for everybody. It's just the problem isn't watching it. The
It's
problem is us
rebroadcasting.
rebroadcasting it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
We're
but
taking their money.
If people can watch it for free, why wouldn't they be able to watch it for free wherever they want?
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Well, because you're taking their viewership away and their numbers and their advertising, right? So like if we rebroadcast CNN, we're taking away from their viewership by adding it to our own.
Yeah, so for instance, you can watch us for free on
Right.
Twitch, but what if you had 100 viewers on Twitch and somebody was rebroadcasting you to like 1 million people on like some Chinese site, right? Even though
Yeah,
you're
I mean, then you would just go case by case because there isn't a lot of places that would have millions of possible viewers. That's just
yeah, no,
you can do case by
I
case.
think a lot of copyright is bullshit, especially in the digital age. This
For
is
sure.
the argument that they would give you in court or whatever.
Everything should be free.
Sure.
Everything should be free.
Everything.
Everything.
Jesus. Okay, let's see what.
So wait, so how Florida has what is likely to happen in Florida, Destiny? know?
Right now, we don't know.
Okay.
It's looking heavily like it's going to go towards Trump, though, is what the New York Times is predicting.
Oh shit. This
Yeah, it's 3% right now. Well, 2.8.
Oh, what's up, Dan?
Hey.
Interesting.
Dan's out in force, dude. He's got the hat.
That's right. I'm right.
You're in character.
I'm trying.
I love it.
Man. It's so strange to me that Georgia is more competitive than Florida. It just seems backwards.
I think everybody is like, everything is just so up in the air in terms of like counties and everything. It's just hard to say. Like, for instance, so like people were pointing out in Miami that Clinton won by 30 points in 2016 and Biden won by 9, which I don't know if anybody is. I don't know if they do. Is it common that they do city by city polling? Do we have like polls for Miami?
Well, it's by county, right?
Oh, that's true. This is Miami. Do we have polls for Miami-Dade County? Is that type of like county by county polling? Does that exist? Is that
I think you go to the Miami-Dade site. Apparently, just Biden sucks when it comes to Latinos, or maybe it's. I remember reading an article and